Greetings. The gameplay you're pretty much seeing is pretty much me dominating with the Remington shotgun. Yeah, this weapon is pretty much destroying the other team, and especially on a map like Hijack, it's not really that surprising. But anyway, I'm joined by Mr. Dino, great friend. Say hi, Dean.
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, we were talking about Battleground and all the matches, like we mentioned about Kofi Kingston and that sort of stuff. I didn't actually watch it, but Dino did. Forgot one person. One very, I want to say important, but let's be honest. Curtis Axel. Yeah. You say he had a match at Battleground against R-Truth. What did you think of it?
Quite predictable, usual sort of stuff. There's a bit backstory behind it, saying that, don't know if you saw it, like, Stephanie was talking to R-Truth and saying that,
Yes,
you've not won a championship for blah 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 and all sort of stuff, so supposedly gave, R-Truth that redemption sort of feel to make it sound a little bit more interesting. But usual sort of stuff, distractions, match was quick over, the crowd, to be honest, was quite dead about it. So,
were they doing that thing where they were chanting for the commentators?
Yeah, it was chanting JBL, JBL and all that sort of stuff, so...
Sign of a bad match.
Yeah, that is quite bad, to be honest. But, he started off, I think he started quite good as a champion. Unfortunately now, it just seems like he's thrown in against anyone and everyone for this title, so... doesn't really have any key importance to the title. It's sort of lost its prestige again.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying, to be honest, to keep losing prestiges of a
the
belt,
Intercontinental,
yeah, that used to be really, really cool back in the day.
I mean, you had your likes of Razor Ramon, Shawn Michaels. They were all holding the title. They had that infamous ladder match. That was for the Intercontinental title, right? I forget my history sometimes. Yeah, that was for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, there's two titles.
Ah.
Whoever won it was actually the double Intercontinental champion. Stuff like that. I can't remember the story behind it originally, but yeah, there's two titles, and whoever it was the true Intercontinental champion.
See, you had the likes of them holding it, and you had the likes of The Rock versus Triple H. They had that ladder match as well. Don't know what it is about Intercontinental titles and ladder matches, but yeah, they had that, and you had some great champions. I mean, you had those, but it just seems lately you've had the likes of Wade Barrett, which he had potential, but they just made him lose to everyone. They made him lose to Sandow. They made him lose to Heath Ledger at one point. Heath Slater at one point, probably. I don't know.
To be honest, I think what they really need to do, they really need to give the Intercontinental title to like an older wrestler. So, if Jericho comes back again, which he always does,
yeah.
If they gave him the title, let him take, because he's got some prestige name behind it, and then actually give the title a push, instead of just willingly giving it to someone and go, oh, do you know, we're going to give it to Curtis Axel, he's a new guy, that's cool, and then just go, okay, this week he's against Kofi, oh, next week he's against...
Exactly.
R-Truth. There's just no randomness. There's no sort of prestige against the title. The title seems to be
have some proper story. Have a proper feud. I mean, for the WWE title, that's like Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, the thing. With the Intercontinental title, it, like you said, it's just random. It's just, oh, next week's Kofi Kingston. This week it's The Miz. Next week it's Fandango.
Yeah, that's all it is pretty much. It's just random stuff. It is just really random. Like, you just put these random matches into it and that's it. Like, oh, that's cool. I do.
Yeah, you just expect great matches, just not compelling storylines.
Yeah, to be honest.
Shame, really.
Yeah, to be honest, you could get a title and you could really just boost it up big time. You could really just, give the title, give it some prestige, get a story behind it, put it on. Like when you watch a pay-per-view, it's like even midway, like for the match, maybe a little bit later, and then it's over and done with.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's Curtis Axel.
Always seems to be that third match, though.
Yeah, it's just. But yeah, same sort of thing. And to be honest, for him not to be in the name a little bit. You know, I don't know you got Paul Heyman being the spokesperson, and then Paul Heyman who's also, you know, dealing with this, that, and the other and stuff.
In fact, let
But
me speaking of Paul Heyman, would
he,
you let me ask you this: when Curtis Axel was having that feud with CM Punk, do you think that hurt the Intercontinental title prestige a lot more than anything else would have?
probably, I think what they should have done, I think they should have just done Kurt Axel, get his redemption, or you know, get his reputation more like, and just build it up by putting him against CM Punk, but not for title and not give him the IC, you know, title. To be honest, I think he should have just had loads of single matches, build it up, and then go for a title, because then he has a little bit of name behind him. He has a little bit more push and all that stuff, instead of just going, oh yeah.
Yeah, a little bit more credibility rather than
It's a bit like, oh hang on, what? I swear Heath Slater was against CM Punk the other week. Now he's like a jobber. It's just like that. It just seems to be so random that you was against someone, had the storyline, and it just gets taken away. It's one of those sort of things. And okay, you got Ryback in it now, and then when's it going to be when Brock Lesnar comes back? And you know, what's he going to be like?
It's still going to be about Heyman's guys versus CM Punk, as opposed to someone that has the Intercontinental title. I mean, I know this one's actually all about the Intercontinental title, but would you say that similar sort of thing applies to the US title as well?
Yeah, totally. They're Mickey Mouse titles, to be honest. It doesn't mean anything. Like, you know, you get to these people, and the next minute, like, yeah, don't really care.
Exactly. But do you know what? Strangely enough, would you say the US titles hasn't really hurt Dean Ambrose?
No, I think Dean Ambrose, because of the way he is, his character, and that stuff, has bring some reputation back, and whoever can beat Dean Ambrose for the title will hopefully, oh, okay, this guy should beat Dean Ambrose. Okay, this is cool. And it should be someone completely different. It shouldn't always be the same people on the title shot. It shouldn't always be Kofi Kingston. It shouldn't always be R-Truth, or it shouldn't be those kind of guys. It should be, oh, okay, that's a bit of a surprise.
That's what I love about Dean Ambrose. The title doesn't stop him from being good, unlike Wade Barrett and Curtis Axel and all that.
They just need to have someone who's a champion but doesn't want to be the champion. He doesn't really care. So, you know, oh, he gets the belt, yeah, I don't care. He carries it around with him. He's like, oh, that's cool, bit of gold.
Agreed. Anyway, we're approaching the end of the video, and it's been a very interesting discussion with you. Thanks for that.
Alright.
If you got distracted by the whole shooting bullets and stuff like that, tough. I didn't really have any WWE 13 gameplay to play. Maybe when W2K14 comes out I will, but whatever. Anyway, so I've gone 53 to 16, and I've just pretty much shown you how the Remington dominates on a map called Hijack, but this wasn't about that. This was about the Intercontinental title and how it's lost its prestige. Anyway, that's it from me, and that's it from Dino. Say bye, Dean.
See you later, people.
Take care.
Booyah.
Peace.
Like our boss.